Some MMORPGs built worlds so massive, so ambitious, that they felt like they could last forever. And yet, many of these online universes eventually shut their doors, leaving only memories, screenshots, and private servers to keep the legacy alive. In today's video, we're looking at 5 dead MMORPGs that left a lasting mark on the genre, even long after their official servers went offline. Star Wars Galaxies. Star Wars Galaxies wasn't just an MMO. It was a galaxy-sized sandbox. Launched in 2003 by Sony Online Entertainment, the game let players do almost anything. You didn't have to be a Jedi or a soldier. You could be an entertainer in a cantina, a starship pilot, or even a merchant running your own shop. Its community-driven economy and player housing systems were revolutionary. At its peak, it felt like a living Star Wars universe, with entire cities run by players. But then came the infamous combat upgrade and new game enhancements, which drastically changed core systems and alienated much of the fan base. By the time it stabilized, the damage was done. In 2011, the official servers shut down just before the launch of Star Wars: The Old Republic. Yet to this day, private servers keep Galaxies alive, proving how powerful that original vision was. City of Heroes. Before superhero movies dominated the box office, City of Heroes gave players the chance to live out their comic book fantasies. Released in 2004, it let you design your own hero from scratch, with one of the most flexible character creators ever seen in an MMO. Exploring Paragon City, joining supergroups, and battling villains gave the game a unique identity compared to fantasy-heavy MMOs at the time. It built a devoted community that stuck with it until the very end. But in 2012, publisher NCSoft shut it down, despite its loyal fanbase. The community was devastated. For years, fans dreamed of bringing it back, and eventually, private servers like Homecoming emerged, so popular that in 2024, NCSoft finally granted them an official license. City of Heroes may have died once, but its spirit refuses to stay down. Asheron's Call. Long before World of Warcraft, there was Asheron's Call. Released in 1999 by Turbine, it was one of the pioneers of the genre, known for its massive, seamless world. Unlike many MMOs of the era, there were no loading screens between regions. You could run from one end of the continent to the other without interruption. It also introduced monthly story updates called events, meaning the world actually changed over time in response to player actions. That was unheard of back then. Despite never reaching the commercial success of EverQuest or WoW, Asheron's Call built a dedicated community that lasted nearly 2 decades. Its servers finally shut down in January 2017. But for many, it remains one of the most innovative MMOs ever made. WildStar. Fast forward to 2014 and we got WildStar, an MMO with fast-paced, action-oriented combat set in a colorful sci-fi universe. Developed by Carbine Studios and published by NCSoft, it was designed to appeal to hardcore MMO fans with challenging raids, housing systems, and a quirky sense of humor. The combat used telegraphs and dodge mechanics, making fights more dynamic than the usual tab targeting system. It was ambitious, stylish, and technically impressive. But WildStar struggled to find a broad audience. Its high difficulty turned away casual players, and even though it switched to free-to-play, the player base kept shrinking. By 2018, NCSoft pulled the plug. Today, it's remembered as one of the most ambitious but short-lived MMOs of its generation. Silkroad Online. And finally, one that hits close to home for many players, especially in internet cafes during the mid-2000s, Silkroad Online. Released in 2005 by Joymax, it stood out with its unique trader, hunter, and thief system. Players could take on one of these roles, creating a constant tug-of-war along the legendary Silk Road trade routes. This mix of PvP and PvE made every caravan journey unpredictable. Would you make it to your destination with riches, or lose it all to bandits? At its peak, Silk Road was wildly popular in regions like Turkey, the Middle East, and South Korea. But over time, rampant botting, pay-to-win mechanics, and poor balance updates drained its player base. Joymax eventually shut down many of the official servers, though private servers still keep the game alive today. For those who played, the bustling markets of Hotan and Jangan will never be forgotten. And that wraps up our first look at MMORPGs that died but left a lasting impact. From the living galaxy of Star Wars Galaxies to the superhero dreams of City of Heroes to the unforgettable chaos of Silkroad Online. These games may be gone, but their legacies remain. Which of these did you play back in the day? Or is there another dead MMO you think deserves to be on the list? Let us know in the comments, we read every single one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more MMO history. This is just the beginning of our series on Lost Online Worlds. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.